Do you know what makes today so special? Listen with your heart, my dear child. Today is not just another day. Today, God has a very important message just for you. You know, sometimes God sends his angel, Archangel Michael, to whisper beautiful things to your soul. But life gets so busy and noisy that we don't always hear those gentle whispers. Our minds are full of worries. Our hearts feel heavy, and we miss those loving messages from heaven. But today is different, my child. Today, God is speaking louder. Today, he's saying, please listen to me now. This is very important, and I don't want you to miss it. Right now, at this very moment, someone very special is on their way to your home. But they're not carrying an ordinary package. This isn't something wrapped in colorful paper or tied with ribbons. No, my dear. What they're bringing is wrapped in something far more precious. It's wrapped in fate, in perfect timing, in God's own love. This package holds the answer to those silent prayers you whispered when no one was watching. Those tears you cried late at night when you felt so alone. Those dreams you almost let go of because waiting became too hard. But here's the beautiful truth. Heaven never forgot about you. God never forgot about you. And that's exactly why you're reading these words right now, in this exact moment. Please, my dear friend, don't scroll away thinking this is just another message on your screen. This is not a coincidence. When your heart feels that little flutter, that gentle pull telling you to keep reading, that's not an accident. That's your soul recognizing truth. That's heaven reaching out to touch your heart. Archangel Michael, God's powerful and gentle messenger, is still standing at the door of your spirit right now. He's knocking softly but firmly, waiting for you to hear. The world is so loud, isn't it? It drowns out these sacred knocks. But today, in this quiet moment, you can finally hear it. Can you feel it? That gentle stirring in your heart. That's him, waiting patiently for you to open the door. The person coming to you, this special courier, they're not just delivering a message. They're carrying something that has been held back for so long. Maybe for months. Maybe even for years. You see, my child, there were forces trying to stop this beautiful thing from reaching you. Sometimes, people you trusted stood in the way without even knowing it. Sometimes difficult situations created delays. Life got complicated and hard. But here's what you need to know. Heaven has cleared every obstacle now. God himself stepped in. He moved mountains that no human being could ever move. He touched the untouchable. He opened doors in places you didn't even know existed. And why? Because you are so deeply, deeply loved. Do you feel that deep knowing inside your heart? That feeling that something big, something wonderful is coming. You're not imagining it, my dear. You're not being silly or too hopeful. Your spirit has been feeling it getting closer and closer. This beautiful thing that God has been preparing for you behind the scenes, working on it with His own hands, crafting it with perfect love. You are not crazy for feeling this way. You are being guided. You are being led by love itself. And before we go any further, I want you to do something important. Make sure you stay connected to this channel of divine messages. Subscribe right now. Yes, right now. Because what's coming next is going to be even more beautiful. Your angels are getting ready to speak to you more often, more clearly, with even greater love and power. Don't miss a single word that heaven wants to share with you. Keep your heart wide open to receive all these beautiful messages. Now, take a deep breath, my child. God is still here with you. He sees everything. He knows that just last week, you almost gave up, didn't you? You almost decided that maybe all these signs you've been seeing were just in your head. Maybe you thought you were imagining things. But then something happened, didn't it? That special number appeared again, a 111 or 777. Someone mentioned a name that made your heart skip a beat. You had a dream that woke you up with tears in your eyes. All of these things, my dear, they're not coincidences. They're signs. They're heaven's way of saying, I'm here. I see you. I haven't forgotten. And every single one of them is real. God knows how heavy your heart has been. He sees the weight you've been carrying that nobody else can see. You've been smiling on the outside, but inside, you were breaking into tiny pieces. But here's the beautiful truth. God saw every single tear that rolled down your cheek. He counted each one. And those tears were never wasted, my precious child. Those tears watered the ground beneath your feet. They prepared the beautiful path you're about to walk on. A path filled with answers you've been searching for, blessings you've been praying for, love you've been longing for, and miracles you stopped believing could happen. But they're all coming now. They're all on their way to you. That's why today, this special day, November 10th, God is not asking you to listen. He's declaring it with love and authority. He's saying, open your heart wide. Open your mind. Receive this beautiful gift I'm sending you. The secret courier isn't just carrying a message, my dear. They're carrying a moment, a holy, sacred moment that will change everything in your life. And they are so much closer than you think. You might be wondering, how did I find this message? The answer is simple and beautiful. You didn't find it through thinking or searching. You found it through something much deeper. You found it through divine alignment. Your soul and heaven's plan lined up perfectly in this moment. That sudden pull you felt in your heart, that unexplainable urge that made you want to read these words. That's how heaven works, my child. It's not always loud like thunder or bright like lightning. Sometimes it's soft and gentle, but it's always accurate, always right on time. And when God says, "Now is the time," He truly means it. There are no accidents in God's world. Everything happens for a beautiful reason. This special courier who is coming to your house isn't wearing shining wings or glowing with golden light. They might look like a regular, ordinary person on the outside, but what they're carrying is anything but ordinary. It's wrapped in divine secrecy, in heaven's own love. Your name is written on it in light that only angels can see. Heaven has given them clear instructions. Deliver this personally to this special child of mine, not to anyone else, only to you, because only you can receive it. Only your heart is ready to understand what's inside this precious gift. The people around you might not understand this big change that's about to happen in your life. They'll see the beautiful effects, the smile on your face, the light in your eyes, but they won't know where it came from. And that's okay, because God is doing something private for you, something sacred, something protected. He's not putting this miracle in front of a crowd for everyone to see. He's placing it quietly in your personal space, in your heart, in your home. That's why it's coming straight to your doorstep, directly to your spirit. You've been so faithful during the quiet times, haven't you? You trusted God even when nothing made sense. You believed in goodness when everything around you felt dark and scary. And now, my precious child, heaven is responding. God is not someone who forgets His children. He's not someone who overlooks your pain and your patience. He's the God who watches over you in the shadows, who sees everything, who moves in perfect timing. And right now, this is your perfect timing. This is your moment. Listen very carefully now, my dear. There were people who tried to stop this beautiful moment from reaching you. People who spoke unkind words about you. People who doubted you and didn't believe in you. People who secretly hoped you would fail and fall. But here's what you need to know. God didn't ask for their permission when He designed your beautiful destiny. He doesn't need anyone's approval to bless you with good things. He doesn't need a crowd to agree before He lifts you up high. He chose you, loved you, and planned beautiful things for you long before anyone could reject you. You were His precious child first, before the world could say anything about you. So now, I want you to prepare your heart. You might feel something strange and special tonight. Maybe a little chill running through your body. Maybe a rush of warm energy. Maybe a beautiful dream that feels so real. Maybe you'll hear your name being called softly when you're alone in your room. Don't be afraid if any of these things happen, my child. It's not something scary. It's the angels making the way clear for you. It's the spirit realm lining up perfectly with your beautiful future. Archangel Michael is leading all of this personally. That's how valuable and precious this delivery is. That's how much heaven cares about you. God wants you to understand something very important. Sometimes, the blessings that change your entire life come very, very quietly. They don't arrive with drums and trumpets. They come softly, gently, like a whisper. That's why you must keep your spirit alert and awake. The next time your phone buzzes with a message, the next knock you hear on your door, the next email you open, it could be the one that shifts your whole story, the one that begins your divine upgrade, your beautiful new chapter. God is giving you signs right now, because what's coming is not normal or ordinary. It's sacred. It's special. It's time sensitive. That's why the angels are gently urging you to stay awake, not with your physical eyes, but with your spiritual eyes, with your heart. Because if you close your eyes for too long, if you stop paying attention, you might miss this divine moment, arriving in disguise, dressed in simple clothes, but carrying extraordinary love. I want you to pause for just 1 second. Don't think with your head right now. Feel this with your chest, with your heart. Do you feel that warmth spreading inside? That slight tightening, like something beautiful is about to bloom. That's not fear, my dear child. That's your spirit getting ready. That's readiness. That's your soul preparing to receive. You've been waiting for such a long time, haven't you? You've been holding on when everyone else let go and walked away. You've been walking alone through dark valleys, trusting only God's word, holding only His hand when you couldn't see the path ahead. And now, right now, God is rewarding your beautiful faith, not with something small or average, not with something that will fade away quickly, but with something you've never seen before, something you've never experienced. Miracles that were being held back are now being released. Information that was hidden is now being revealed. Love that was delayed is finally being delivered. All of it, every beautiful piece, is coming to your doorstep through this special courier on this divine day. My dear child, you need to understand something that will make your heart feel so special. You are not just another person on this earth. You are not just one among billions. You are part of heaven's timeline. You are a soul that was chosen for something very specific, very important. You are a soul carrying beautiful light in a world that desperately needs it. The world is dark and hurting. And your light is so precious, so needed. That's exactly why you're being activated right now, in this moment. That's why heaven is waking you up on this day, November 10th. You might not feel ready. You might think, I'm not strong enough for this. But heaven knows you are ready. Heaven sees you as complete and whole and perfect. You may feel broken into pieces, but God sees you as beautifully whole. You may feel unimportant and small, but in the halls of heaven, your name is spoken with honor, with love, with pride. You are not forgotten, my precious child. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time, exactly where you need to be. And now, God wants to tell you something. He's been waiting to say for so long. Are you ready to hear it? The curse is broken. Yes, that heavy thing that's been weighing you down. It's gone. The spiritual blockage that stopped good things from flowing to you. It's removed. The people who stood in your way, blocking your blessings, they've been moved aside. The delays that frustrated you and made you cry, they've ended. Can you feel it? That's why the energy feels different today. That's why the air feels lighter. That's why this message found you exactly now. In this perfect moment, you're stepping into a time of sudden release, like a bird being freed from a cage. Sudden clarity, like fog lifting to reveal a beautiful sunrise. Sudden favor, like doors opening that were locked for years. Sudden shifts, like your whole world rearranging itself into something better. And why is all this happening? Not because you forced it or fought for it, but because you were faithful. You kept believing when nothing made sense. You kept trusting when you couldn't see the path. Please don't doubt what you're feeling right now. Don't ignore the signs that are all around you. Don't brush this off like it's just another random message on the internet. This is so much more than that. My dear, this is a spiritual transmission, a message wrapped in divine urgency and wrapped in deep, deep love. Archangel Michael is not a messenger of confusion or chaos. When he comes, things change for the better. When he speaks, darkness runs away trembling. And today, right now, he's been assigned specifically to you. He's here to guide you, protect you, and help you receive this beautiful gift. Now, my precious child, God is not just giving you hope. He's giving you clear instructions. Listen very, very carefully. The next few hours are sacred and special. Watch what comes to you. Watch who contacts you. Watch how your stomach feels when certain names are mentioned. Your intuition, that inner knowing, is being sharpened right now, being made stronger and clearer. Your spirit is receiving downloads of wisdom and understanding. You're not being paranoid or overly sensitive. You're being prepared. You're being made ready for something beautiful. And now, please take this next part very, very seriously. What's about to happen could either pass you by unnoticed, or it could lift you into the most beautiful chapter of your life that you were born for. This is not just a motivational sentence meant to make you feel good for a moment. This is a prophetic warning wrapped in divine mercy and love. God is not trying to scare you. He's trying to prepare you, to wake you up gently but firmly. Because this is not a drill. This is real. The secret courier he sent is not coming back with that delivery if you ignore this message. God had to clear so many timelines, so many obstacles to make this one single moment happen. He had to move people around like pieces on a chessboard. He had to shift events, unlock closed hearts, and command angels into their positions. All of this effort, all of this divine work, just so that one sacred message, one sealed answer, one long-awaited miracle could finally reach you. Can't you see how special you are? This isn't just about what's coming to you. It's about who you're going to become once you receive it. You've doubted yourself for far too long. My dear child, you've looked at other people and thought, maybe I'm not chosen. Maybe I'm not special. Maybe it's not my turn yet. But who told you that? Who planted that lie in your heart? It wasn't God. It wasn't heaven. God created you with beautiful intention. He placed you on this earth with a special assignment, a unique purpose. And this delivery that's coming, it's part of your equipment. It's not just a reward for being good. It's a necessity. You'll need it for what comes next. You'll need it for the battles and challenges you don't even know are coming. That's why God is not letting it be delayed any longer. No more waiting. Let me tell you a secret that only your heart will truly understand. The person bringing this to you, this courier, is not just carrying a letter or a package or a physical sign. They're carrying a piece of your destiny, like a puzzle piece. You've been missing your whole life. Something that will make everything else suddenly make sense. Like when you find the right key for a locked door. And it's fragile. Not in a physical way that can break, but in a spiritual way. It's delicate and precious. That's why God told Archangel Michael to clear the air, to clean the atmosphere before it arrives. That's why your energy has been so sensitive lately. You've been feeling things more deeply, noticing things more clearly. And that's why certain people have been removed from your life, or blocked, or they just faded away without any clear explanation. They weren't meant to be present when this sacred moment reaches you. So please, don't chase after what left. It wasn't rejection. It was divine redirection. Don't cry over the silence. It was preparation. Making space for something better. Don't fear the unknown. It's already been beautifully arranged by loving hands. God needs you to trust Him completely now, not 90%. Not only when everything looks good and makes sense. He needs your full yes, your complete trust. This next step in your life will require obedience more than understanding. God won't always give you all the answers ahead of time. He'll give you instructions, one step at a time. Follow them. Trust the way He moves even when it doesn't make sense to your human mind. Sometimes the path looks strange, but it leads to beauty. My dear child, the enemy, all those dark forces, they know what's coming for you. That's exactly why you've been under spiritual attack. That's why you felt more tired than usual. That's why your mind has been spinning with fear and confusion. The enemy is absolutely terrified, shaking with fear, because he knows what will happen. Once you step into your anointed season, your blessed time. But listen to God's voice right now. Fear not. Don't be afraid. You are not alone in this battle. Archangel Michael is standing right beside you. God Himself is with you every single moment. You are surrounded by fire from heaven, by divine protection. Your home is protected. Your name is written in God's book of life. You are guarded. You are guided, and no weapon that anyone forms against you will succeed. Not now. Not ever. There's something else. God wants to tell you something that will confirm everything you've been feeling inside. That one person, you know who they are. The one you miss so deeply. The one who left and broke your heart. The one you couldn't forget, no matter how hard you tried. They're connected to all of this too. But here's the beautiful truth. They're going to reappear in your life, but only after you receive what the courier is bringing. Because this message, this gift, this sacred moment, it's what activates everything else. Even their heart, even your true purpose, even the restoration you thought was impossible. Stay alert, my precious child. Don't dismiss the small things that happen. A random text message from someone unexpected. A stranger looking at you with knowing eyes, like they see something special in you. A bird landing right near your window and staying there. A whisper in your dream that feels too real to be just imagination. These are the ways God moves. These are the signs that the veil between heaven and earth is lifting. The countdown has already begun, ticking softly in the background. Today is not just the 10th of November on a calendar. Today is your spiritual shift day. The day when the atmosphere around you begins to change. The day when heaven sends physical evidence of what your soul has believed in for so long. Don't you feel it in your body right now? That flutter in your chest, like butterflies dancing. That silent knowing in your spirit, deeper than words. That's confirmation, my dear. You're not just hoping anymore. You're not just wishing. You're aligning with your destiny. And God needs you to understand something very important. This courier is not just delivering something to you. They are also watching carefully how you respond. Will you be present in this moment? Will you be prepared with an open heart? Will you honor the message when it comes? Because when you do, when you receive it with gratitude and awareness, everything will begin moving quickly, like a river that was blocked suddenly flowing free. Doors will open that were locked for years. Delays will end suddenly. Hearts will soften like ice melting in warm sunshine. Clarity will hit you like lightning, illuminating everything. And you'll finally understand why you had to wait this long. Because what God is about to do in your life simply cannot be rushed. It's like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. It takes exactly the right amount of time. And now, everything is ready. You are ready. The angels are ready. And the courier is already closer than you think. Maybe just around the corner. Maybe on your street right now. So please, stay still. Stay expectant. Stay open. And say this out loud right now with your voice so heaven can hear you. God, I'm ready. I'm listening. I receive. Did you say it? Good. God heard you. And Archangel Michael heard you too. He's already placing divine protection around your path, like invisible shields of light. He's already clearing away distractions that would pull your attention away. He's already whispering gently to your spirit. Prepare the room. Get ready. That space in your life that's been empty, whether it's physical space in your home, or emotional space in your heart, or spiritual space in your soul, is about to be filled with divine purpose, with beautiful meaning. Now, breathe in slowly and deeply. Feel the air filling your lungs. Hold it for a moment. Now exhale slowly. This is the calm before the miracle. This is the quiet before everything changes. God sees you, my child. Even now, while you're reading these very words, your heart is racing a little faster, isn't it? Your spirit is leaning forward, paying close attention, and something deep inside you, in that place where truth lives, is whispering softly, "This is for me. This message is meant for me." That inner voice is absolutely right. You are not imagining this. This moment was written in heaven's book, long before you were born. Heaven scheduled this delivery before time began. And now the courier is almost at your door. You don't need to open your window and look outside to see them coming. What you need to do is open your soul, open your heart wide. Listen again, my dear. Not every miracle arrives with thunder and lightning and dramatic music. Sometimes miracles knock very softly at the door of your heart. This is one of those times. And if you miss it, if you let fear creep in, or if pride builds a wall, or if distraction pulls you away, you will delay what's already yours by divine right. That's why God is pleading with you through this message. He's speaking with urgency, yes, but also with such deep love. His heart is full of tears for you. Yes, even God weeps. He cries tears of love when he sees his children struggling. Every second you spend in confusion or doubt is a second you miss the peace that's waiting right outside your door. Do you understand how close it is right now? Can you feel how near? Somewhere right now, at this very moment, someone is making a move they don't fully understand. They're being led by an invisible hand. They're being pulled by a force they can't explain. They don't know why they suddenly remembered your name after all this time. They don't know why they can't stop thinking about your face. They don't know why they feel this urgent need to reach out to you, or deliver something, or speak a word to you. But God knows why. He planted that thought in their heart. He designed this whole beautiful encounter. And in just a few hours, or maybe even minutes from now, you'll witness the result of divine orchestration happening in real time, right before your eyes. Now, God wants you to do something important. Make space in your life. Clear out something old, whether it's a drawer you haven't cleaned, a notebook full of sad memories, an old photo, a phone number, or a painful memory. Let something go. Release it. And by doing this simple act, show God that you're serious. Show Him that you believe the new is truly coming. That you're not just hoping or wishing, you're preparing. Faith without preparation is like asking for rain, but refusing to carry an umbrella. You'd get soaked, wouldn't you? But you, my dear child, you're going to carry your umbrella, aren't you? Because it's about to pour blessings from heaven. And God doesn't want you soaked in regret. He wants you soaked in miracles, drenched in goodness. Archangel Michael is whispering something to you right now. Not in words that your ears can hear. Angels don't always speak that way. He's speaking in waves that your spirit can feel. That tightening sensation in your chest. Do you feel it? That warming in your hands, like they're near a gentle fire. That single tear sliding down your face, for no clear reason that you can name. That's him. That's the angel of justice speaking to you. The angel of urgency, the defender of divine timing. And he's not leaving your side until this sacred moment completes perfectly. What is coming to you is so sacred, so holy, that God has kept it hidden even from your own understanding. It's been wrapped in layers and layers of divine protection. It's so personal, so specifically meant for you, that God sealed it with your name and only your name. That's why this gift cannot be shared with just anyone. This message, this delivery, it's not for the general public. It's not for the crowd. It's specifically for the one whose heart stayed soft during hard seasons. It's for the one who kept whispering, "God, are you still with me?" Even when he seemed silent and far away. Yes, God was silent for a time, but he was never, ever absent. He was building something quietly, carefully, in the secret place. His hands were so full of love, so focused on crafting the perfect future. He knew you'd need, that he couldn't speak. He was working with such care, like an artist creating a masterpiece. There's something else God must tell you, something important. After this message is delivered to you physically, after the courier places it in your hands, something even deeper will begin happening spiritually. In the invisible realm, you'll start noticing things you never noticed before. The way the wind moves when you step outside, like it's dancing just for you. The way strangers look at you with a kind of reverence, as if they can sense something holy near you. The way animals pause and become still when they're in your presence, sensing the divine light around you. These are not random coincidences, my child. These are signs that you have shifted, that you are no longer walking under the old timeline. You've moved into a new season. The courier will arrive soon. They may not say much with their mouth. They might even seem quiet or ordinary. But you'll feel it. Oh, you'll feel it. You'll feel it the way your body feels warmth before fire ever touches your skin. You'll feel it the way the sky changes color just before a storm or just before a miracle breaks through the clouds. That's how close it is now. So say it again, my dear child. Say it out loud and mean it with your whole heart. God, I'm ready. I'm making space. I'm unlocking the door. Beautiful. God heard you again. And with every breath you take after speaking those words, heaven is responding. Angels are moving into position. The courier has already taken their final turn onto your street. The angels are already opening the portal between heaven and earth. The energy in your home is shifting right now, rising to a higher frequency. The atmosphere around you is being tuned to a frequency of clarity and blessing. You may feel tired suddenly. That's okay, my dear. It's just your body recalibrating, adjusting to the new energy. You may feel emotional, like tears are close to the surface. That's okay too. It's your soul remembering something it once knew before this lifetime began, that you were always meant for this moment, that this was always part of the plan. And now, the only thing left for you to do is welcome it with open arms. But remember something very important. When it comes, don't be casual about it. Don't shrug it off. Don't second guess and say, maybe this isn't really it. Because if your spirit says yes, if something inside you recognizes it and leaps with joy, then this is absolutely it. This is the letter that was written before your birth, the message that was whispered before your first heartbreak, the gift that was preserved carefully for the exact moment you were ready to receive it again. You are ready now, so much more ready than you realize. And as you open your eyes and look around today, on this special November 10th, know with complete certainty that the courier is closer than ever before. And know that God is closer than ever too. He's not somewhere far away behind the clouds, not hiding behind your doubts. He's right beside you, in your room, in your chest, in every breath you take. My beloved child, your miracle is not coming anymore. It's already here. It has arrived. All you need to do now is open the door and welcome what heaven has been waiting to give you with such love and patience. And now, as your spirit settles into the warm comfort of this beautiful truth, God wants you to do something simple but sacred. Place your hand over your heart right now. Go ahead, do it. Just rest your hand there gently and feel it. That beating, that's not just a heartbeat. That's a promise from God. That's the sound of life, still moving forward, still flowing. Even when people walked away and hurt you, that's the sound of a soul that has survived every attempt to silence it, to break it, to destroy it. You didn't just survive the heartbreak, my beloved. You were reborn through it, like a phoenix rising from ashes. The tears you cried were not wasted. They fell to the ground and watered the soil beneath you. And what is now growing inside you? This beautiful strength, this peaceful stillness, this rising clarity. It's the harvest, a holy harvest that came from every seed of pain you surrendered to God, trusting that He would make something beautiful from it. And now you're about to see what heaven has been growing in silence, in the secret garden of your soul. The message that is coming, some might call it heartbreaking, but it's not here to punish you or hurt you more. It's here to push you forward, not into more pain, but into peace, into freedom. Because sometimes, my dear child, peace comes only when everything false finally breaks and falls away. Sometimes peace arrives after the shattering, after the old life crumbles, so the new life can be built. And now something truly sacred is happening in your life. You're not just healing from old wounds. You're being called to something higher, called to a higher version of yourself, a version that doesn't wait around anymore, a version that doesn't weep endlessly wondering if they'll ever realize what they lost. Because you know what? They do realize it now. They're feeling it. That's why they're restless. That's why they keep checking on your energy in silence, looking at your old photos, thinking about you at odd hours of the night. Their soul knows what their pride still tries to deny. You were the one. You were the safe space, the warm home they could always return to. You were the light they never knew how to hold properly. But now that light is no longer flickering weakly. It's blazing bright. You are a fire that heaven has reignited, not to burn others with revenge, but to warm yourself, to light your own path forward. And when this message arrives, this truth that might break your heart one more time arrives at your door in the form of a confession, a shocking truth, or a divine revelation, let it enter, not to destroy you, but to remind you of something beautiful. Even heartbreak, when seen through the loving eyes of God, becomes a holy turning point, a moment of transformation. You will feel it, yes. You will ache for a moment, like an old wound being cleaned. But you will not break this time. Not anymore. Because now you know something precious. You know that closure doesn't always come in pretty words or apologies. It comes in awakening. It comes in the moment you finally stop blaming yourself for someone else's inability to love you properly. It comes in that sacred second when you no longer need them to admit anything, to say sorry, to explain themselves, because you've already understood everything you needed to understand. You are your own closure now, my dear child. You are your own healing. You don't need their words anymore. And what's coming next will feel so much lighter, like a heavy coat being lifted off your shoulders. Because after this final message is received and absorbed, you'll sleep differently. You'll dream differently. Beautiful dreams instead of nightmares. You'll walk through rooms without constantly wondering who's still thinking about you. Because you'll be thinking about you, not them. Not the painful past, not the old wounds. Just you, loving yourself, honoring yourself, choosing yourself. And that is the exact moment heaven has been patiently waiting for. The moment you fall deeply in love with your own freedom, your own peace, your own beautiful company. Let the truth arrive in whatever form it comes. Let the heartbreak speak its final words. Let the old pages turn and close. Because this chapter, the one where you were hurt, confused, waiting endlessly for someone to return and choose you, this chapter is closing like a book, being gently shut. And a new chapter is beginning to open, fresh and clean and full of possibility. One that starts with you waking up every single morning and not hoping they come back. One where you wake up and actually thank God with a grateful heart that they left. Because had they stayed, had they come back, you would have never, ever met this version of yourself. This strong version. This peaceful version. The version that says with quiet power, I love myself too much to stay where I am not honored. I choose peace over presence. I choose healing over repeating history. I choose me every single time. And so, Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your beautiful transformation right now. He's holding his sword of light, ready to cut away everything that doesn't serve you. Light radiates behind him like the sun, and with every single beat of your heart, he whispers this truth into your soul, into the deepest part of you. You are free now. You are loved now. So deeply loved. You are held now in the arms of heaven. And you are not going back to that old life. Never again. This heartbreak that's coming, understand it for what it truly is. It's the final goodbye you never got to speak. It's the unspoken truth, finally being spoken out loud. It's the divine closure you were promised, but never received until this sacred moment. It may arrive tonight when you least expect it. It may arrive tomorrow, but it will arrive as certain as the sun rises. And when it does knock on your door, don't be afraid of it. Don't hide or run away. Don't close the door in fear. Stand still in your power. Breathe deeply into your belly and say quietly in your spirit with strength and grace, I am ready. I am finally done carrying what was never mine to carry. I release them with love. I release the old story. And I return to myself, to my true home. Because from this moment forward, my precious child, it's not about what hurt you in the past anymore. It's about what's healing you right now. And you are healing so fast, faster than you even realize. So fast that very soon, you won't even recognize the old version of you. The one who begged for breadcrumbs of love from people who were never meant to hold your precious heart. Because a new love is coming toward you now, like spring coming after a long winter. A new purpose is awakening inside you like a flower opening to the sun. And all of this needed that heartbreak to clear the path, to make space for the new. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten by heaven. You are not lost in the darkness. You are found. You are seen clearly. You are carried in loving arms. You are chosen. Let the news come in whatever form it takes. Let the heartbreak enter and speak its truth. Because after it leaves, after it delivers its message and walks away, you'll be standing in the clearest sky your soul has ever known. A sky without clouds, without confusion, without pain. Just pure, beautiful clarity. And now, let God whisper something that only your heart will fully understand. Something meant just for you. The moment your hand touches what the courier brings, the moment you receive this divine delivery, your life will never feel the same again. It won't be loud and dramatic at first. It may come as softly as a whisper, just like God's gentle voice. But deep down in your soul, you will know with absolute certainty, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for all along. Because your soul remembers what your busy mind forgot. Your soul knows that you were made for this exact moment. The letter, the message, the energy wrapped in that delivery. It's all carrying God's fingerprints. Not human fingerprints that fade. Not worldly marks that wash away. But God's own mark, His personal touch. It will come with peace that surpasses understanding. It will come with clarity that cuts through confusion like light through darkness. It will come with clear instruction about your next step. And with it, you will feel a weight lift from your shoulders, an invisible burden you didn't even fully realize you were carrying all this time. It will simply melt away like ice in the sunshine. Because finally, at long last, what you were meant to receive will have reached you. And from that point forward, nothing around you will remain the same. Everything shifts. You'll notice it in people first. Before anything else, they'll look at you differently. Not with their physical eyes exactly, but with their spirit. They'll sense something has changed in you. They won't be able to explain it with words or logic. They won't understand it with their minds. But they'll feel it in their bones. Because heaven will have touched you. And that divine touch leaves evidence everywhere you go. Divine residue. The kind of aura, the kind of light that cannot be copied by anyone, only carried by those heaven has touched. Don't be afraid when things begin to shift very quickly in your life. Relationships will either deepen and grow stronger, or they will disappear like morning mist. Opportunities will multiply and overflow, or they will vanish to make space for better ones. Old places that you used to love will suddenly feel uncomfortable, too small for you now. Old patterns that you repeated for years will break suddenly without warning. That's not confusion, my dear. That's not chaos. That's elevation. That's you being lifted higher. The place where you cried so many tears will no longer be your resting place. The people who misunderstood you and judged you will no longer have access to your energy, to your peace. The season that tried to destroy you, that attacked you from every side, will now bow before you in respect. Because what once attacked, you will soon witness your complete transformation. This is how God works. His wonders. First in silence, when nobody's watching, building in secret. Then in suddenness, when everything changes all at once and everyone can see. You asked God over and over, when will it be my turn? When will I be blessed? And today, in this sacred moment, God answers with a smile. Now, my child, right now, your turn is now. The world around you may not understand this delivery, this gift. They may not value what you've received or recognize how precious it is. But that's perfectly okay. God didn't send it for them to understand. It's not for the crowd to judge. He sent it specifically for you. Only you. You who stayed kind when the world turned cold and cruel. You who held on to light when darkness surrounded you on every side. You who believed in God's goodness even when He was quiet and seemed far away. God remembers all of it. Every moment, every tear, every prayer. He saw every lonely night you spent crying into your pillow. He heard every desperate whisper you made under your breath, thinking no one else was listening. But God was there. God was listening. And He was writing a beautiful reply with His own hand. And today, this very day, that reply is arriving at your door. Yes, it took time. It took longer than you wanted. But not because God forgot about you. It took time because some miracles require deep preparation. Not just in heaven, but inside you. You had to be emptied first. Emptied of pride that would make you think you did this alone. Emptied of fear that would make you afraid to receive. Emptied of old attachments that would hold you back. Emptied of false identities that were never really you. You had to be emptied completely so God could fill you without any overflow, so that nothing divine would spill out and be wasted, so that you would not miss even one precious drop of what He's giving you now. And now, my beloved child, you are ready. You are empty and ready to be filled. There's one more beautiful thing the courier brings. And it's not something you can touch with your hands or see with your eyes. It's something you'll feel deeply in your soul. Reconnection. You will feel reconnected to yourself, to the true version of you that was never actually broken. The child inside you who once believed in magic without question, in destiny without doubt, in love without fear, in heaven without hesitation. That innocent version of you is not lost forever. God has been keeping that part of you safe all this time, protecting it like a precious treasure. And today, He's handing it back to you with the gentlest care. It's time. It's finally time for you to be whole again. Don't be afraid if tears come. Don't try to hold them back. They're not tears of sadness. They're tears of your soul, adjusting to light after being in darkness for so long. Don't be afraid if you feel overwhelmed by emotions. It's just your physical body catching up to what your spirit already knows. Don't be afraid if things begin to move faster than you expected, faster than you planned. That's what naturally happens when you walk in alignment with heaven's plan. When you're on the right path, everything flows faster. The courier is closer than ever before. God keeps repeating this truth because He wants you to believe it with your whole heart. He wants you to expect it with joy. He wants you to prepare for it with an open spirit. This is not just a dream you'll wake up from. This is not just empty hope that will disappoint you. This is real as the air you breathe, as real as the ground beneath your feet. You are not waiting for confirmation anymore. You're not wondering if it's real. This moment right now, this is your confirmation. Everything aligns perfectly. The dates align. The signs align. The message aligns. The energy aligns. Heaven is completely aligned with your next step, pointing you forward with love. So now, all God asks of you is this one simple thing: receive. Just receive. Open the door of your heart wide. Welcome what He has sent with loving hands. Treasure it like the precious gift it is. Honor it with gratitude. Follow where it leads with trust. Because once this enters your life, once you truly receive it, the path ahead becomes visible and clear. No more walking in fog. No more stumbling in darkness. And the path that opens before you leads to places you've never been. Physically to new locations. Emotionally to new depths of joy. Spiritually to new heights of connection with the divine. Places of deep healing where old wounds finally close. Places of real love where your heart is safe. Places where provision overflows abundantly and you lack nothing. Places where your soul finds rest at last and your heart finds its natural rhythm again. This sacred message will not come again in exactly this form. That's why God has sent it with such intensity, such clarity, such undeniable force. Because this is your moment of awakening, your moment of divine activation. And once it passes, once this window closes, it does not return the same way. The same opportunity doesn't knock twice. So pause everything else right now. Take a breath. Feel this moment. And repeat after God in your heart, speaking these words with faith. God, I trust you completely. I won't ignore this gift. I'm ready to receive everything you're sending me. Good? Beautiful. Perfect. The courier has received their final instruction from heaven. They're now just one breath away from your door, maybe turning the corner right now. And heaven is smiling with joy. Because today, finally, after all this time, you opened the door. You said yes. You chose to receive. And now that the door is open, my precious child, you need to stay open. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit receptive. Don't second guess this moment. Don't let the noisy world talk you out of what your quiet spirit already knows is true. Because the moment you open your heart wide enough to receive God fully, without needing logic to explain everything, without putting limits on what he can do, without needing to understand every detail before you believe. You step into a frequency, into a vibration where fear cannot follow you. Fear cannot reach you there. You rise above it like an eagle soaring above the storm clouds. And my dear child, you are rising now. You are soaring. You will feel it in your body, not just as an emotion, but as a physical sensation. A lightness in your chest, like something heavy has been removed. A gentle warmth in your palms, like invisible hands are holding yours. A stirring in your stomach, like something beautiful is being born inside you. These are not symptoms of anxiety or illness. These are signals from heaven, divine signals. Heaven is adjusting your frequency to match the vibration of your miracle. And miracles don't come to panic and chaos. They come to peace and stillness. That's why God had to slow you down first. That's why He allowed those frustrating delays in your life, not to punish you or torture you, but to prepare you carefully, to teach you patience when everything in you wanted to rush, to stretch your capacity for belief when doubt seemed easier. Because what God is sending now is greater than what you originally prayed for. So much greater. You asked for restoration of what was broken. God is giving you complete resurrection, bringing dead things back to life. You asked for survival, just to make it through. God is giving you overflow, abundance spilling over the edges. You asked for direction, for a simple sign pointing which way to go. God is giving you divine clarity so bright that no man can take it from you. No confusion can cloud it. You asked for a sign that He's real, that He's listening. God is giving you a full circle moment wrapped in sacred truth. A moment so clear you'll never doubt again. And it all begins with what the courier brings to your doorstep today. But God needs you to hear something important. Not everyone around you can come into this new chapter of your life. Some people were assigned to walk with you during the journey, during the hard times. But not everyone is assigned to be present at your arrival, at your victory. That's why some people will grow strangely quiet. Some friends will fall away. Some relationships will end without dramatic arguments or explanations. Don't chase after them when they leave. Don't mourn their absence too long. It's not rejection of you. It's divine realignment. It's God rearranging your circle. He is placing new people in your path now. People who will understand your soul without needing long explanations. People who speak your language, who honor your journey, who see your light clearly and aren't threatened by how brightly you shine. These new people entering your life, they're part of your next chapter. They're part of your beautiful future. You'll recognize them easily, not by their impressive words or grand promises, but by how you feel in their presence, by the peace you feel when they're near, by the way your spirit exhales deeply and relaxes around them, like coming home. That's the sign. That's your confirmation that they're meant to be in your life. And they come after the courier. They come after this moment of activation. Do you feel the shift happening right now? Good. That means you're aligned. That means you're tuned to the right frequency. Now listen very closely. My dear child, when the courier delivers what God has ordained, what heaven has prepared, don't hide it away in fear. Don't doubt it or question. If it's real, don't treat it like it's fragile glass that might break. Treat it like it's holy, because it truly is. Handle it with reverence, with awareness, with deep gratitude, because how you treat this gift will echo through your entire future. It will decide how fast the next doors open for you. It will decide how clearly God speaks to you in the coming days. It will decide whether this was just a moment you experienced, or the beginning of a powerful movement in your life. This is so much more than just a message on your screen. It's a spiritual invitation to rise up, to let go of who you used to be, that hurt, confused, broken version, and step fully into who you were always meant to be. You've carried the heavy weight of the past for long enough. My child, the self-doubt that whispered you weren't good enough, the guilt that made you blame yourself for everything, the regret that kept replaying old mistakes, the heartbreak that wouldn't stop aching. It's been so heavy. God knows. He sees how heavy it's been. But today, with all the love in heaven, He tells you this: you can put it down now. You can finally rest. That weight served its purpose. It built character in you. It built strength. But it is not meant to come with you into this new chapter. You're not walking into your beautiful future carrying old wounds on your back. You're walking in with healed wings. And yes, my dear, you will fly. Not just survive day to day. Not just move forward slowly step by step. You will fly high and fast. Your speed will confuse people who knew the old you. Your clarity will silence the doubts that once screamed loudly. Your joy will return like a tidal wave, washing over everything. And the ones who tried to bury you with their cruel words, who tried to destroy you with their actions, they will watch you bloom beautifully, right in front of their eyes. Because what God waters with His love, nothing and no one can destroy. And God is watering you right now. He is lifting you up. He is expanding your heart, your mind, your capacity. He is giving you beauty in exchange for ashes, laughter in exchange for tears, purpose in exchange for pain. And it all starts with this courier, with this sacred delivery. They are bringing more than just a message. They are bringing a moment, a holy moment that will split your entire life into two parts. Before this and after this, you'll look back on today, this 10th of November, and you'll say with tears of joy, that was the day everything changed. That was the day my new life began. Because it will. It truly will. And one day, perhaps years from now, you'll tell your story to others. You'll speak of how you almost missed it. How you almost scrolled past this message. But something inside you, that still, small voice of God, said, stop. Read this. Open your heart. And when you did, when you finally opened your heart fully, heaven opened with it. Let God end this sacred message by saying something that only you and He know fully, something written in the secret place of your heart. You were never forgotten by heaven. Never once. You were never too late or behind schedule. You were never abandoned or left alone. Every delay that frustrated you was actually mercy in disguise, protecting you from wrong timing. Every silence that hurt you was actually strategy, God working behind the scenes. Every no that disappointed you was actually protection from something that would have harmed you. And every prayer you whispered into the dark, thinking no one heard, every single one reached God's ears. And He answered. He's been working on the answer all this time. And now, the answer is here. The answer is arriving at your door right now. So rise, my beautiful child. Stand up in your spirit with strength and dignity. Because what's coming cannot be stopped by anyone or anything. You've waited long enough. You've been patient enough. You've cried enough tears. And now, right now, it's yours. It's all yours. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open the door. And welcome what heaven has been waiting to give you with such love. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your miracle. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen. You are blessed. And your beautiful new life begins right now. Receive it with joy. Receive it with peace. Receive it with gratitude. And never, ever look back at what you're leaving behind. Only look forward at the beauty ahead. If this message touched your heart and awakened something deep inside you, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. More divine messages and blessings are coming your way, and you don't want to miss a single one. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today.